People of Reddit, AITA I22F, just moved back home from college after graduating. My home is a small 3-bedroom townhouse, and being that I am the middle child, I have never had my own room. I would either share rooms with my younger brother, 20M, or older sister, 25F. As my siblings and I grew older, my brother moved into the basement, and his old bedroom was inhabited by whichever family was staying with us at the time, so I continued to share a room with my sister. When I went off to college, I was happy to finally have my own room and a space to call my own. Now that I'm done with school, I moved out of my college apartment and back home. The room that my extended family members used to stay in is now vacant. So I was okay moving back, knowing that I could be in that room and would still have my own personal space. One weekend, I left the house to go visit some friends, and when I came back to my new room, I noticed there were brown stains on my bed. Upon investigating further, I realized it was foundation. I don't wear foundation, and neither does anyone else in my family, so I started to wonder where they came from. Then, I had remembered my mother talking about how she saw my brother with a girl through our Ring doorbell at 2 a.m. in the morning. I then connected the dots and realized the foundation must be from her. I was livid and confronted my brother about it immediately. I asked him if he brought the girl into my room and if they had done the deed, and he said yes to both. I cannot begin to explain how disgusted and angry I felt. I have never had a space in our house to call my own, and when I finally do, he violates it in the worst way. When I called him out, he apologized, but justified his actions by stating that my mom and sister had fallen asleep in the basement where he stays and that they had nowhere else to go. He elaborated that it was only her face on the bed, so no bodily fluids got on it, which to me does not matter because they did it in my room. He also feigned ignorance by claiming that he didn't know I would be upset because he would not care if me and my boyfriend did the same to him. Lies. He also said that I was making a big deal out of nothing and that it used to be his old room anyways and that it was not my room. Lastly, he said I was a bad sister for threatening to tell on him because he is always driving me places and covered for me when I first started seeing my boyfriend and leaving the house to go on dates. It has been 3 days since I confronted him and I am still very angry. Not only did he disrespect and violate my personal space and boundaries by bringing a random girl into my room and doing unspeakable things with her, but he didn't even have the decency to change the sheets, let alone make the bed. I am contemplating telling my parents because I am so angry that I want to get a lock for the room that only I would have the key for